Hello, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 2323. Today's date is 27 July 2021. वाजले आता रात्रीचे 9 वाजले 9 वाजून 25 मिनिट. Okay, so law of attraction is kind of like a work when you are thinking one thing continuously. What is exactly law of attraction and what is all those things? Okay, it's just like whatever you want, you need to think about that. That is the most important part of thing. It is definitely doesn't happen like if you are thinking one thing and you can get it, because you just think and you can get it. It doesn't happen. Like you can go in any world, escape for the magic world. Okay, besides magic world, it doesn't happen anything. Okay, it's just like you can think and you can get it. Like I am thinking about if I have a Lamborghini and then suddenly I see the Lamborghini in front of me. It just doesn't happen. It's really not gonna happen. Okay, it's there is so many process involved. I'm saying is this thing doesn't happen in just couple of minute or couple of time. No, it is happened, but with the several some process, and you have to done with those process. And what is all those process? You need to understand that. First of all, if you wanted if you want a Lamborghini, what do you need to do? You have to pay such amount of money for buying that car. Okay, you can get this car by two way. First of all, you can steal this car, or you can get by normal people do that. You can buy this car. Okay, so if you want to steal this car, so you have an option that you need to go to the Miami or some of the city which have that Lamborghini, find out the owner. Okay, sneak out his house, take his key and steal his car. Okay, for that thing you need precise planning and skills for stealing things and so on and so forth. And it doesn't guarantee that you will be alive after that, because this car is so costly and the owner will kill you if you will get it. Okay, then rest of the life you will be live undercover or something some behind, and sometimes you have maybe case, police case or FBI or whatever. Okay, sometimes someday police will find you and they will put you in the jail or kill you in front of everyone. So this is the one way you can steal this car. Another way, you can buy this car. So how could you buy this car? First of all, that car is so costly, almost like a, in Indian price, almost like a 10 crore rupees. Okay, 10 crore. Sorry, I'm getting wrong. 10 crore was too much. It almost Indian rupees. It was like a 3 to 4 crore. Okay, rupees, which is 3 to 4 crore. That means almost like 10 million or 20 million, maybe 30 million. In rupees. In dollar it will be get really lesser than that. Okay, so one thing for sure, that car is so costly. Okay, and so expensive. So how do you pay uh, for that car? Like how can you get this money? Like if you need almost like a 2 to 3 crore, how you will get it? So first of all, first thing is that there is a two option. For you need to buy that money, sorry, you need to buy that car, for you need some sort of money, and you don't have money. So how you will get it? If you don't have that money, then how will you get it? Right? Okay, If you don't have that money, then how will you get it? How will you get the money? There is also a two way. First of all is that there is also several ways to get the money. First money is that okay, you need to steal money from the bank or from anything. And this is the kind of like a same condition, like if you are stealing money or if you are stealing the car, the same condition will happen. Okay, the another condition is that you need to earn money. Okay, and that is a more most of the people do, and that is a really natural way to do, and this is good way to do. Okay, you need to earn money. So how would you earn that much amount of money? Like 3 crore is kind of like a really big money. Okay, and basically just the whole lifetime you never be earn. Like if you are earning kind of like a really mediocre job and earning little bit of like a 35,000 rupees or 50,000 rupees salary, so it just like in the year end you will get almost like a 25 lakh. Okay, and after 4 year, so uh, after 4 year you will get 25 lakh. Yeah, after 4 year you will get 1 crore. Okay, and after almost like a 12 year you will get 3 crore. Okay, but during this 12 year you don't need to spend single money from it. You need to save that money to the bank, to anywhere. Yeah, and you just need to save and do your work continuously 12 year, yeah, trust me, 12 year. And after that you will have that money and you will get this car. Okay, so it takes some time, definitely, because the car is so costly. So how should I get this car in just a year? What is the things? You need to do work harder. So should I work almost like a 24 hour? No, I am not saying that. What is the thing I'm gonna say? Actually, like if you want something, and if you, it just like most of the people choices changes according to the time. What I'm trying to say is that when I was a teenager, when I was kind of like a 14 or 15-year old, when I saw first time Lamborghini, I just think like that I will get this one. Okay, I will get this Lamborghini. Yeah, I will get this Lamborghini. Sometimes maybe, but I will get this Lamborghini. But suddenly you will move forward with the time. You will get really matured, and you will understand that what is the possible things you can get it uh, with the mediocre job and with the mediocre things. And like most of the people do their job, earn their money like a mediocre people. like um, like you are not really businessman person that you are. Some of the businessman person will earn money that much amount of that, but not most of them. Okay, there is almost like a 3% of people who can do anything with their money because they have lots of money. But rest of the 97 people, we are talking about those 97 people. Okay, and this is kind of like a real difficult for them to earning that much amount of money or earning that much amount of car. Okay, try to understand. But if you want that car, so how do you get it in just a single year? You cannot get in single year, dude. Yeah, if you wanted to get this car in single year, like in 21, like this is July 27 2021, and I want this car in July 27 2022, so I have 1 year. So what should I do? What should I do? That is a really nothing way. Trust me, just like nothing way. It's just like you have to be um, you have to steal some of the money or took some loan, or maybe you have to be because of that most of the bank, they doesn't give you loan for that luxury car. Trust me, just like a bank have some sort of statement while donating their loan, they provide the loan for necessary thing, like house is really important, so they they provide loan for the house. Car loan is also available, but you cannot get luxury car from the car loan. Yeah, because the car loan is meant for the almost like a 10 lakh or 20 lakh, not more, not much more than that, and your car price is almost like a 3 crore, so almost like a 200 times very expensive. So how do you get it? Okay, so you have to steal money. But this is a really another way. So what you need to do? Yeah, this is the question is in front of you. That is the answer. Okay, like you set that goal that you want Lamborghini next year, 27 July 2022. It is in front of me. This is decide. This is the fix, and it will not change. That's it. You just set your mind for the perfect destination and you just think कि नहीं, मेरे को ये चीज़ इस वक्त पे चाहिए ही चाहिए. That's it. Okay. So what is the things you have to do? The more and more ways come in front of you. You just start small. Yeah, it's just like a you have a 1 year, and in 1 year you have to manage almost like a 3 crore rupees. It is really impossible, but for that person it is possible. Because if you say 1 year is kind of like a big really small, but it contains 365 days. Each day has a 24 hour, and each hour have 60 minutes. Each 60 minutes have 60 seconds, and I can see so many people change their life in just like a minute or just like a seconds. So I have multiple times, so I have too much time. So what is a really good way to earn lots of money, without any some sort of stealing things? You just like you just have to earn a really natural way. How do you do that? The most important and efficient way you have to earn money, that you need to spend your brain. Okay, because the brain is most important and powerful machine, and you are using just like a 1 or 2%. You cannot use almost like a 100% full capacity, but still you can use maybe 5% or maybe 7%. So should I use my brain more and more, then I can earn money? Definitely. So what is that? Stockbroker, this is the way you can earn money too much in really less amount of time. Okay, but you can lose money that too. So try to understand, this is the kind of like a game you have to play with your risk. Okay, but if you are too much study about the things, what is exactly happening in the stockbroker and what is all those things, then trust me, you will earn money in a year. Yeah, you will earn that much amount of money in a year. Yeah, so you have to be really work hard, because this is the only way. This is because the natural way you cannot earn that money. Yeah, if you are doing this job, or if you are setting up the business, the business is not flourish in just a year. Business kind of like in just you have to be pay more patience, like after 5 years or 10 years, then the business will be flourish, and then you will earn that much amount of money. Okay, but you have just 1 year, so you have just only one chances, and that is chances stockbroker, share market. Okay, and this is the way most of people do it. Try to understand, stockbroker or share market is meant for the people who are really interested in stockbroker. Yeah, this is not just a way I'm just saying is that okay, you can earn money, lots of money in share market. This is not gonna happen. In reality it is not, because if you are in profit, that is because of that you some person has loss. So this kind of twist is happened with you as also. So try to understand. Okay, but if you have a talent, and if you did study about the share market things, because share market is so much vast, because you have to be knowledge about all over the world. You have to understand about the governments, politics, companies, company policies, CEO, chairman, what are they are thinking, what is exactly is that. And trust me, yeah, it's just like, if you are so much talented, still it is very very difficult. Very, I'm saying you, almost like a 98% it will be not gonna possible, but 2% it will be possible. And that 2%, and you need to be a person that include in that 2%, then you will earn that money, and then you will earn that car. But I am not kind of like a telling that you have to do share market and these things, not okay. It's just like, if you want this car, and if you really need this car, no, it's just like, if you want this car because you doesn't need that car, trust me. No one need a luxury car. Yeah, you just want that car, trust me. Just like the most of the commercial vehicle, they can do so much better in luxury car. Okay, because luxury car is meant for want, not for need. Okay, you doesn't go Lamborghini with your office, you have to go your commercial car with the office. Yeah, this is kind of like luxury thing, so try to understand. Okay, so you didn't need Lamborghini, you want. Okay, so that's the first choice. Another thing is that he what I was trying to say, if you are thinking like, I need this car, okay, I want this car in my future, okay, and that is fixed, but time is not set, then what is the things, then what should you do? Trust me, is that the one thing I'm telling you, that you want this car, then basically is that key, you need to do work according to that. That means you have to set up your business, flourish your business, then you can earn that much amount of money. But it will take some time, yeah, it will take some years, but after that you will buy that car too. Okay, you have to go to um, some of the professions, or whatever the profession you are, you need to be an expert, or you need to be it is has to be so expert that no one will beat you, and most of the people charge you lots of money. Okay, and because of your skills and educations, so after that, from that money you can buy this car too. Okay, it will take some time, it will also take some years, yeah. It's just like, in this stockbroker you can get this car in a year. In this normal way you can get this car almost like a 5 to 7 years. Okay, and trust me, 5 to 7 years is not a big time length. Trust me, just like, I just lost almost like a 4 year of my life, and trust me, I feel really, I just don't want to talk about it. It's just kind of like a past, and I already explained all those things. But trust me, 5 to 7 years is not that much amount of time. Okay, and you can definitely you can get this car. So the first time I was telling you, just try to rewind, and the first thing I say in when I'm beginning the artifact episode, I say is that when you think you want, you can get it. Obviously you can get it. The whole statement is completely upside down. Like, before I was talking, this is not gonna possible, but right now I tell all those situation and practical things that you can do it. So it is happening. Yeah, it can work actually. Yes, it can work. Yeah, it just like, it takes some time, it takes some process, it need effort, it needs so much things, and then you will get it. For me, trust me, just like, I didn't really achieve that much amount of things in my life, but still I was in that process. Okay, I was think like I wanted to be a filmmaker, or just I just wanted to make some videos. Right now, making videos, some good, some of them not good. I'm just trying to making my skills even better day by day. And I know, and just the one thing I know from the beginning, trust me, I was like when I was child, I was thinking that I was meant to be for the some specific person. That person will earn much more amount of money. Okay, yeah, it's just kind of like it's just like a really stupid thought, and how will you do something like that? But it's just like right now I am doing it. It's just like I am not earning that much amount of money, but I have so much hopes, and not hope, I have really much confident about that too, that yes, I can do that. So what are you trying to saying? Okay, the same thing. Yes, just like I wanted to be a travel filmmaker, and right now I'm doing it. I just feel really proud, and just like doing things that I want, and that feels really comfortable, and that feels really good to me, and it's really good and really great. So yeah, it's am I look so stupid if I am recording the artifact episode? Well, actually, you are not. Well, just like don't just making this artifact episode. Trust me, this is the process you are doing. It's so incredible. It's so incredible, and no one did something like that. Okay, and whatever the people thinking or seeing that you are what is exactly doing, they just think just little bit of time, and they just but right now you are thinking like right now you are getting what is exactly my point, right? So today I wake up at 8 a.m. Okay, and started working almost like a 9:30 a.m. I do have work. I have to finish my edit, that Skillshare project. Okay, so I did that. I did till the end of the evening. Okay, almost like 5 p.m. Still takes too much time, huh? 5 p.m., that is too much. Actually is that ki whole editing process will actually done in almost like 2 p.m. Okay, 2 p.m. or maybe 1:30 p.m. But the whole export process, it takes some time, because the whole footages is just like a 5.4K, so it's just like 4600 by 2000 resolution, which is really high resolution. Okay, so while exporting it takes some time. Okay, and you know my system, it just I done my whole edit with the software only, not the CUDA or not the graphics. Why? Because I didn't really get that playback smooth. So I need to render each and every time just after some of the effects. I seen so many people did something like that. Basically, it's just so many. Actually, is that so many tools in the Premiere. Okay, I didn't really use that much, like a timer remapping and essential graphics templates. Those are the things I use that, but it's kind of like just when I need it. You just like I just need to write some credit, or I just need to some of the subtitles. So then I use that essential pad, but not that much. But There are so many ways, like timer remapping, and then blur effect, sorry, then that motion blur. Okay, I was making motion blur by just clicking the right click, uh, then the time adjust, like okay, and then I use some of the optical, and then I get motion blur. But there is also way that transform effect. There are so many effect in Premiere which is also available. I just try to understand much and much. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to be editor, and I wanted to be get something really good. As also there is a one thing I did and that I never did, that I usually don't do in every day, but today I did it. Okay, what is that? I saw the web series. Okay, and I did it almost like a maybe year. Yeah, because of that I was, it's just like, if I wanted to watch something, I just went to YouTube and just watch something like things like that I need to earn, sorry, that I need to learn, like Peter McKinnon, most of the filmmaking tutorial, all those things. Yeah, went to Skillshare or most of the tomorrow's filmmaker for learning things. While exporting, I just feel something really empty. I just try, like while you exporting takes like 2 hours for exporting. Like, what you need to do? So I open up my mobile. I didn't want to watch any tutorial at all. Yeah, so I went to MX Player. Okay, and there is a um, episode name. Wait, let me tell you what is the name of that web series. um no, it's still loading. I don't know where it get. Select uh equalizer. Watch history. Hum. Love ka panga. Okay, so this is the web series. The name of the web series, actually, it's from MX Player. MX Player is a OTT platform. Okay, and when I watch that watch that web series, it's not that much time consuming. It has almost like a 6 episode. Okay, each episode have 15 minutes, so which is not that much. And the story is really great. I don't know, but I always like some of the love stories and teenage things, and I don't know, this is the kind of like a place inside my heart. It always have that specific place, and you just understand that love and things, and it's just like, for those things my heart likes that, but my brain is just like fuck, what are you watching? Yeah, but my heart likes that. What's the heart? Yeah, heart doesn't think like, it's just brain, he has a thing. Heart is just like a, I don't know, it's just like, I don't, i I just didn't cancel at all, you know. uh, i I just, I cannot stop watching that episode. Okay, so I watch those episodes, and it is really feels really good. So what is exactly happening in that web series? Actually, two-person, male female, they went to Manali for the trip, and some sort of things happened between them, kind of like a rough introduction, like a hate between each other. But then something happened, and then some of the thief uh, steal their pockets wallets, both of them, and then they run away. As also both the character, male female, they also try to catching that thief, but eventually they went to forest, and that thieves was lost, and then they are stuck in the forest. Okay, and they didn't know the way back home. And this is the Manali, it's in Himachal Pradesh. The temperature of the that specific area, it will be like negative 0 to, sorry, 0 to negative 14, so it is so cold. Okay, in night it will get almost like a negative 14. Okay, so it's really cold. Okay, so they have to get back home, but while they were coming back, uh, the guy, he helped that girl for like mental supports and just like everything, and they came back home safely. During this time, during this like forest and things, the girl is liking that boy, and as also that boy is liking that girl. And this is the kind of like a story, and in the end it's I don't want to expose the end, but the story is really simple, is not that much. The way of they expressing their story is also really normal. It's not that much really difficult at all. Yeah, it's just so good. The music they use is also really good. I really like the music, trust me. And they make their own song in the film as also, so it's also good. The acting is great. Yeah, I was uh, I was kind of like a resisting myself to stop that web series, but I couldn't do that for one thing, that is the actress, and that actress looks really good, and that's why I couldn't stop myself to watch further, so I watched that. Okay, the male actor is also really good. Yeah, he acting really well. There is no things like saying something like that, but it's really good. Okay, the acting performance was great. uh, as also DOP and director of photography perspective, it was really difficult to shoot at the really cold temperature. Trust me, if you are using like a cinema camera like Canon C200 or red camera, Arri, they are not using Arri for that, because Arri has a standard. They are using film. They are not using web series. Because of that, Arri is so expensive, and you have to rent them, and rent is also is expensive. Like a 1 day schedule, it will be cost almost like 20,000 to 50,000 rupees per day. So it's literally costly. So basically, I'm not saying is that, and I see that footage, and this is not the Addis product. So basically, this is the thing is shoot by uh, canon canon C200, or maybe uh, some of the DSLR camera have such capability that they can shoot S-log or V-log, so it is also really good. The camera angle is really good. I mean, it's just like a whatever the camera angle they use, I can understand the story, and that's really good. Okay, the my main point of view that I bother about that is that editing. Okay, most of the editing was really good. Yeah, I'm not saying, I'm just not just telling about the music parts and everything. Dialogues are so great. Yeah, it's really good. uh some of the just minor mistakes, I seen that mistake. And what is that? While the person is calling to the another person virtually, like Google Meets or Zoom call or whatever. Okay, so you have to see that screen. Okay, and what you can see on the screen is that person face, and as also some of the buttons, like end call button, mute button, or video call button. Okay, and some of the layout as also. Okay, they didn't really use that layout anything at all. They didn't really use those button. Those are the PNG which is like easily available on the internet. You just go search, download, and put it on that. They didn't really. Okay, and it looks so pathetic. uh, Another, that's the virtual thing. Yeah, I'm just trying to understand the realism thing. Like when you are calling the virtual, so basically it's like when most of the people went like a calling with their cell phone. Okay, so when the people calling with the cell phone, so you can get portrait screen, not landscape. So that is a mistake. Maybe her person like the another person using laptop maybe, so that's why it was landscape. But another thing is that how it became background blur, it's is not gonna happen like in the virtual talking. It is really difficult to do all those things. How they did that, it just like this is a mistake. Okay, like in the virtual thing it was not gonna happen. Another thing is that when you are doing virtual conversation with them, the clarity of the another person is not that much clear. You cannot see have to be so clear at all. You have to put that resolution so down, almost like it can feel that ki, this is the streaming, this is the streaming. Okay, but they didn't really do that all as also. Another thing is that the voice is, trust me, okay, when you are calling virtually, okay, like it's just like when you are calling, just call, just phone call, so you can hear some of the voice which is kind of like a, you cannot see in the normal. Yeah, it's just like right now it has some sort of 4G VoLTE network, so you can exactly clear the sound that what is exactly person is saying. Okay, so you cannot say like pitch is kind of like exactly same. But the previous phone they have changed their pitch, like when you are calling, the voice is kind of like a really heavy. Okay, high pass, so there is a effect in the Premiere that you can put high pass, so as a person feels that okay, this is the kind of like a call you can hear from the phone. Okay, so it's really good and you can use it, and it's really great way to use that effect too. But they use in that web series, they use some of the effects really vice versa. Like if I'm talking, so basically you need to put that like whatever she was trying to telling things really normal way, that is exactly happening. But while filming it's kind of like a bit really difficult. Trust me, just like you have a shot, that screenshot. Okay, and it's just like what is the in front of you, you don't know. Okay, so basically is that key, if the character on the frame which is much bigger, then you need to put normal voice while he was talking. The another person is in really small box and he was talking, then you need to put high pass on that audio level, that person or audience will understand that this is the virtual call. But in the web series they just put it in the vice versa. Like if you are talking, the bigger person, the bigger frame person has a really high pass voice which is really annoying, and another person is kind of like a really small in frame that has a really clear voice. Just like it just like this is actually happened in normal day, but while watching it just kind of like a really uneasy. Okay, but this is the kind of things that mistake was seen by myself, because of I am doing editing, so I do understand those. Normal people don't really understand that. So yes, but the virtual, just that PNG thing, this is the kind of like a really important, you have to change little bit of layout as also. And the last sequence that the guy is calling to that girl, they don't really put the PNG, they don't really put the high, just they don't really put any voice effects or anything at all. Nothing, nothing. It just they just put the name on beneath the frame. I was like, fuck, what is this? ये क्या है ये? It's just like when I saw, and you just show in the split screen. It's just like while you virtual calling, how do you, it will be split screen. It is definitely not. Trust me, if you don't want to show the layout na, so just show them directly. Okay, as an audience clearly understand, you just put the png, that's it, khatam. Yeah, khatam. कोई लेआउट मत डालो, कुछ भी मत डालो, एज ऑडियंस डिल अंडरस्टैंड। लेकिन आप बहुत ज़्यादा कर देते हो, वो ज़्यादा करना इतना गंदा भी हो जाता है ना, तो इट वाज लुक रियली ऑफुल। वो लास्ट वाला सीन ना, इट जस्ट लाइक, because the last moment he was telling the truth about why he left from that hotel, so that moment is really intense and you have to understand that intensity. Okay, और वहाँ पे इन्होंने भसड़ कर दी, and it's just like moment is not ruined, but it's just like most of the people do understand such things. They understand you make mistake, you make boo boo on that thing. So this is the kind of things happen. It's just like some of the editing perspective. Okay, in a writing perspective, I get some of the annoying thing, like from the beginning to episode, the person is kind of like a really hate each other, and they don't really know about his name, as also that guy and girl, they don't really know about his name, but they went to the forest and obviously they are talking by the name. I was confused, like how they was talking by the name. They have no introduction, like my name is Neha, your name is Sumit. He just doesn't know. So because that point is really important now, because the introduction point, like my name is that, because as the audience, they just understand that this guy named Neha and this girl named, sorry, this girl named Neha and this guy name is Sumit. They just understand by their conversation, not by the introduction. So this is the point. Okay, but the whole story was really good. The way of telling the story, narration was also really good, and I also feel that, yeah, I just need to watch that again. And basically I also think like that such things happened with me when I went to the trip, or when I went to the Manali. But trust me, just like a film life and real life are so different than each other. So yeah, dude, what are you thinking? Like you are workaholic na, why do you think love and shits and all? It just, dude, my heart has some sort of soft corner for that specific subject. So I just like why I'm feeling right now, because of that I didn't really watch any web series or at all, nothing at all from last year maybe. Okay, today I just watched some of the films, yeah, but yeah. So I watched that thing, and that's why I just shut up. Just shut up. Okay, just like this thing happens, because of that you have file is your system is slow and your file is exporting, so that's why it takes some time. So that's why you watch that. Don't take overthinking about it. Okay, and such things, shit things happened in the television, web series, or it was not happened real. So try to understand. I do know. Yeah, agreed. So this is it. Okay, so basically I done my skillshare project. Also I'm taking some of the class, so from tomorrow I will focus on customer care. Okay, and I was also making the tracks, which is really important. Okay, and work on that, try to find out what, where we can, and how should we proceed to that thing. All right, so right now this is the my artifact episode number 2322 or 21 maybe. Right now we are at Vadam.